Hey everybody, this is Daxon here with Knockside.org. In this video, it'll be tutorial video number 1. I just kind of wanted to show you guys if you're new to Prison Architect. If you don't already have it, I recommend you download it. It's like $30. You can buy it. You just Google Prison Architect game download and you can purchase it for $30. It's well worth the money. You have unlimited ways to build things. You can be really creative and have lots of fun, but let's go ahead and get started. So what you're going to do when you open up the game is we're going to go to create new prison, and since you're just starting out, we can just go with small, and then you want to uncheck all this. We don't want to have any like failure conditions, fog, forest, we don't have no problems like that. You can select the gender of your prisoner, male or female, and then choose your warden. Just go through like this. I always just pick the warden is his name, I guess, and then we will click play. And I do want to apologize in advance if this is a little bit laggy, because I'm using this like Xbox Windows 10 screen recording thing. I'm not really familiar with it. I couldn't get my normal screen recorders to record this game for some strange reason, so I'm having to do what I gotta do here. But this is kind of what it will look like when you first start. You'll start out with $30,000 and have a daily cash flow of $840. You can use the wheel on your mouse to zoom in and out of the game, and then use W to go up, A left, D right, and S to go down. WASD, normal, up, down, left, right game controls for when you're playing a game on the computer. And then you basically just use your mouse to do everything else. Now we have our prisoner intake, which will give us $3,600, which is 8 prisoners. We can click on that and change that if we want. Let's just go ahead and we'll set this to we don't want any max security. They're a lot tougher, getting a lot more trouble, things like that. So let's just go with minimum security and medium security. We go right down here to grants to start off, and you see there's a basic detention center, and they want you to build a holding cell. You can read it over here on the left side. A holding cell, a shower, a yard, a kitchen, canteen, hire at least 2 guards, and hire at least 2 cooks. So we can click on that, and they'll go ahead and give us some of the money. It says $20,000 in advance, and then we should get like the other $10,000 as soon as we complete it. So we can close out of this, and let's get started. So the first thing we want to do, I guess right off the bat, we can go down here to staff, click guard, and then it wants us to hire 2 of them. So we can, let's see here. Okay, so we can hire our 2 guards. Click on the staff, select guard, and then you can just click. I already did one by accident, and see it marked it out here. We've hired our 2 guards. Now click on cook, and we will hire our cook. Okay, now it marked that off, so we have 2 of them. Now it wants us to build a holding cell. We go down here to foundations, and we'll just use brick. Let's go up towards this corner right here, and we can click and kind of drag, and you can kind of make whatever size you want, really. Let's just go with like let's go with a 10 by 10 here. Okay, and let go. And then our workers will speed up time here just because I'm recording. We can click on this to go even faster. And here our workers go, and they will start building the building. Now you see it does say it requires an entrance, so we can go to objects. We want a large jail door on this. We can just click right here anywhere on the wall, and by the way, you can click or touch R on your keyboard to rotate the jail door so it fits in the right spot. We'll just put it right there. I'm gonna hire just a few more workers. Just click, get things done a little bit quicker, and there our jail door is. Something else we're going to need is a power station. Click it down here from utilities, and we'll need a water pump. Same thing. And then you want some capacitors up along your power station, and it helps give it more power. Okay, let them build those. Now you see these lightning bolts flashing. That means we need to add power to the building. So what we can do is go ahead and go back to utilities, and as soon as they're done building this, you see this little thing sticking off. So we can go to electrical cable and click and drag over those lightning bolts and just kind of make them all connect. And our workers will start building, so then we'll have power in our building. And then also your water pump needs power, so we'll take right here and drag down so that gets power as well. We can uncheck this, so we'll go back to normal view, and they'll start building that. Now for this to be a holding cell, we'll come down here to rooms, click holding cell, and click and drag for the entire space inside. It'll turn it into a holding cell. Now it says it needs to be 5 by 5 at least, enclosed by walls and doors. It needs to be indoors, and the two things we don't have yet is a toilet and a bench. Go down to objects, and we can just type toilet. Since there's multiple people that's going to be here, we can just add, 3 toilets. And we need to add a bench. We add a couple benches in here. And I always like to, just for the heck of it, you don't have to, but I like to add a bed, a couple bunk beds in case they're going to be in here. It helps them not, get quite as angry. So we can add those in there. Now we need to go back to utilities. You see these toilets will need water. That's why the water drops flashing. So go back to utilities. Now we're going to choose a large pipe or small pipe. Now keep this in mind. When you use a large pipe, you can flow a really long ways, I think as far as you want. Small pipes are cheaper, but they'll start to lose flow and won't go quite as far carrying water. So I always just spend the money and go with the large pipe. So we'll just run it from our water pump any way you want it, and then just drag it over our toilets. Now I'm just going to let it idle here for a second so you can watch this in action and watch the pipes. See there, our water starts flowing through the pipes as they put them together. There we go. And now our toilets have water. Okay, now the only problem left is it says there's no canteens accessible by the cell. Prisoners in this cell will have nowhere to eat. Okay, that's fine. So now what we need to do is go to our materials, and let's just add like a brick wall, whatever size you want. Many ways to do this, by the way, but this is just an easier way, especially if you're just starting out. And this will make it to where we can add our kitchen and canteen in here, and our prisoners, it's basically saying that because if this isn't blocked in, for the prisoners to go from the holding cell to the kitchen, they would be able to escape off the map, and you would get penalized for that. So I just have this built in. Now we're going to add our kitchen and our canteen. A kitchen is where your cooks will prepare and cook the food. The canteen is where your prisoners will actually eat the food. So we'll need to add a couple doors. Go to objects, just your basic door. We'll add a couple doors for the prisoners to access. And then we'll get a staff door, which means only people that work for our prison will be able to use these doors. I'll push R to rotate that, put the door where it's supposed to be, click it, and that's it. So now wait for them to install that. There we go. Now I always like to add just a little brick wall here. And then once again, add a staff door so they can access in the canteen, or they can also access from the outside. But the prisoners can't go in the kitchen unless we allow them to later. Now, you'll see that we need power here now that these are flashing. Same thing once again, grab some power, and drag it over our lightning bolts. I'm not sure why it's saying it's blocked here. Oh, okay, I see why. It's because there's no way for anyone to get in or out of this wall, so we need to add a door here. We can just add a larger jail door because we don't want our prisoners to be able to get through it freely. So we'll just add it right there. Oops. Now those red things will go away as soon as he gets this door put in for us. There we go. Now they'll begin to install those. Let's go to rooms now and find kitchen. We'll click and drag and we'll make this our kitchen. And we need to find canteen. This is where our prisoners will eat. Click and drag and make that canteen. Now this is a very small kitchen and canteen, but like I said, for this purposes of this video, we'll just make things small and cheap here. Now it says for the kitchen we need a cooker, fridge, and a sink. You see there? Go to objects and we'll find our cooker and click it. And we need a fridge. Add that there. And then we need a sink. Okay, so our sink is going to need water, of course, and our cooker is going to need power. Wait till they get those installed. For then, let's go ahead and work on the canteen. So our canteen needs a serving table, a table, and a bench. So let's find a serving table, which is where our cooks will set the food after it's done for the prisoners to get. And we need a table and a bench, it says. Like this. Let's add a few tables in here. Oops. Put them wherever you want. And then you want to put your benches, you know, by your tables for them to set by. And we should be good there. Now, our fridge and our cooker need power, and the sink needs water, like I mentioned. So let's go back down to utilities. Let's run some power to those two, just like that. And then we need to click large pipe or small pipe, whichever you want to use, and let's get some water to our sink, and we should be good to go. Now you see our cooks, you know, immediately start hanging out in the kitchen. They know they're supposed to be there. And our prisoners just came in, we got paid for that. And now the guards are putting them in the holding cell until we get cells prepared for them. So let's wait just a second for our workers to, okay. Go back to utilities. We can see now everything has power. Everything's looking good right now. So now our prisoners can eat. Alright. 2 more things we need to build. A shower and a yard. Okay. I'm going to add that into video number 2 because we're starting to run out of time. This video is starting to get long. But that's it for this video. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. If you have any questions or suggestions about the game, and check out video number 2 so we can go ahead and move forward to getting the shower, yard, and moving on with the prison. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in video number 2. Bye bye.